Today we have gone up the avenue to Bartlett, namely downtown historic Bartlett, which is really an adorable spot. We are just off of West Lake Street, and this downtown is not large by any means, but it's very charming. We have the Metra choo-choo train running right through it here, and to add to the charm, in addition to the regular Metra station, they have like the throwback original train depot building. There are lots of little nice storefront shops, restaurants, and businesses. And one of the restaurants is what we're featuring today on Up the Avenue. And that would be this place behind me right here, TL's Four Seasons. TL's Four Seasons is actually a combination cuisine restaurant. It features cuisine from both China and Japan, all sorts of delicacies from both of these lovely cultures. It's complemented by a delightful bar, and we'd like to explore all of this in great detail, and we ask you to please join us. The atmosphere here is truly delightful. On top of that, in fact, we happen to be here on a Wednesday evening, and the place is hopping, not just here in the dining room, but it's like a revolving door out front with people coming in to get their takeout orders. So clearly a local popular place. Look at the lovely artwork. My favorite thing would have to be these fish ornaments, nice touch around the lighting. And then, of course, in the back we see the sushi bar, which is always just a thing of beauty to behold. Making friends here. This is so cool. This is Steve. Steve loves TL's Four Seasons, and he's going to tell us why.
I've been coming here since it opened. First time I got off the train and walked in the door, I was sold. Phenomenal food. Like I said, since 2004, I'm here at least 2 to 3 times a month. Just great food.
And he tells his younger neighbor to come here too, because it's that good.
That's wonderful, sharing the love. That's a very good sign. What are some of the things on the menu that you've really come to appreciate?
Well, there is the hand grenade. Yeah, that is awesome. The triple KC as an appetizer is wonderful. I've had every single thing on the menu, and I can't say I've had anything that I don't like.
Excellent Mai Tais.
Oh, plug for the Mai Tai as well. Okay, excellent.
Just got the best Mai Tais.
Yeah, Bob Chin, better
Bob
watch
Chin's
out,
got
man.
nothing on these Mai Tais.
Uh-oh, you might have to edit that.
I love it. All right. And clearly people comfortable here at the bar, yes.
Yes. Feels like home. It's like Cheers.
Perfect. All right. Well, folks, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So let's start our culinary journey here at TL's Four Seasons, beginning with the hand grenade. Yes, we have pulled the pin on this baby, and it literally was a flavor explosion. It's the perfect analogy. This garlic mayo concoction on top, unbelievable flavor pop. And it's so nice with the shrimp, sort of the shrimp base here at the bottom, the rice and the seaweed. The whole touch is absolutely fantastic. And here was the triple KC. Again, the reason we ordered this was because of the unique nature of the wrap. That instead of your rice or seaweed exterior, we have this amazing sheet of cucumber. It makes for a very refreshing sushi, total palate cleansing experience with 2 types of salmon and crab meat. This was fantastic. The cream cheese also adds a nice extra texture because you have the crunch of the cucumber sheet and then the smoothness of the cream cheese. It is a perfect marriage. And speaking of marriages, both of these together with sake, which would be your classic, legendary, in fact, Japanese rice wine. You could not ask for a better, more smoother accompaniment to both of these fine pieces of artful sushi. This is one of the most remarkable dishes that I've had here. This is their sashimi carpaccio. Sashimi, of course, is your pure, unadulterated raw fish, of which they have a wide variety here. But carpaccio is actually an Italian entree, usually made with thinly sliced raw beef. The beef would then be dressed with olive oil, salt, pepper, capers, and usually arugula. So here, instead of the beef, we're using sashimi dressed in a different way. Here it is dressed with salt, pepper, little sprouts, tomato, and truffle oil. Truffle oil, which of course defies description. It's a taste profile all its own and very distinct. So this dramatic combination of truffle oil with the sashimi is unbelievably mind-blowing. And here, their particular trio of sashimi that they've chosen for this dish is salmon, snapper, and tuna, really like a holy trinity of sashimi sorts. They have a great wine list to speak of as well, whites and reds, and under both categories, there's a great range of varietals among them. So the whites have everything that you could possibly want: Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, Moscato, Chardonnay, even a sparkling, a Spanish Brut, which is a very nice touch. In the red selection, we have the nice light Pinot Noir, also the spicy Shiraz, Malbec, good old classic Merlot, and the fuller-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon. Have to have a great sake list as well, and they certainly do, both cold as well as warm. Also want to mention that they have some specialty cocktails. I especially like the cocktails that have an Asian touch, such as the Sake Cosmo and the Lychee Martini. Rounding out their list of beverages here would be imported as well as domestic beers. Naturally, we have some great Asian beers: Tsingtao, Sapporo, Asahi, Kirin Ichiban, and Kirin Light, which is a great thing for those of you who like a lighter beer but still want that exotic Asian flavor. And now we have the privilege to speak with the owner of TL's Four Seasons, and that would be Mr. Sean Lee. Sean, we are having a lovely evening. This is quite a place you have here.
Great, great. We are happy to have you guys here. Yeah.
Well, thank you. So, love this spot that you have here. Very charming little downtown Bartlett. How long have you been here?
Actually, we've been here almost 10 years now.
Nice.
And we're just trying to establish neighborhood restaurants here, you know. And all the foodies, they always come here, you know. People come here all over. Not just from Bartlett, from Schaumburg, from Naperville, some are even far from Chicago, some are really come here. Yeah.
That's very nice. Certainly worth the trip. That really says a lot about a place.
Great.
So we love this Chinese and Japanese sort of combo approach that you're taking. So please tell us about your background. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from China, and I'm from Sichuan province.
Okay.
That's many our Chinese food are from. It's kind of spicy. A lot of people right here, when we're talking about Sichuan food, most of the people thinking about spicy food. Actually, Sichuan foods are not only spicy, and it has a lot of layers. It's very rare to see any Sichuan food has only 5, 6, or 6, 7 kind of spice seasonings in there. Actually, it's a lot more. It's all about balance of the flavor. You know, it's sweet, sour, spicy, salty, and all those complements all together make the perfect balance. That's a Sichuan food, not only spicy. Actually, yeah.
Very nice. I can see why something like that would attract foodies for sure, because that's what a foodie's looking for. All those different layers, the complexity, that really is the beauty of food. And you're right, Szechuan cooking, very misunderstood by people, right? Everybody just pictures the little red pepper in the menu, right, and thinks, just hot.
That's Sichuan food. No, that's actually, there's a lot more ways. You can tell the different layer, you can tell the different depth for the food. Actually, Sichuan food, one of the signature spice are the Sichuan peppercorn, which is actually in Sichuan are the #1 spice. Okay, it's more than chili pepper that everybody thinks. And Sichuan peppercorn, the best, are from my hometown area. So I can tell every time when I walk by the food when we make, when they have Sichuan peppercorn there, I get my mouth watering, you know. And the other part of our restaurant are the Japanese. Like we see, we have sushi bar here. That's how we have interesting of our restaurant here, you know, Chinese and Japanese. That's also our logo. We actually, in Chinese logo, it means harmonization of mix and match. Normally, one restaurant you have one head chef, and right here we have 2. actually, one Chinese and one Japanese. Japanese chef, their family owned the Japanese restaurant like 30 years, 35 years, yeah. Actually, he works behind the restaurant for a long time. And our Chinese kitchen there, our head chef were from Chengdu, actually, are the city, capital city of Sichuan province, are from Chengdu Hotel. Yeah, actually, the chef here are really professionals.
Wow, that is fantastic. So not only do you offer both cuisines from both cultures, which are lovely, and both cuisines of which are exquisite, but you have chefs who are native to those regions, and certainly they're going to be cooking with the same passion that you clearly have as the owner of this place. Certainly you're not going to pick anyone who doesn't have passion any less than what you yourself have.
No, that's what we really are proud of ourselves. We separate ourselves from the average restaurants because we have very authentic food and quality products with a reasonable price, you know. And like all of our shrimp, we use Mexican brown, which we always joking, it's Mercedes of the shrimp. You know, the chicken, the beef, even the rice along, we use Nishiki premium rice. Just along rice, we probably spend more than double of the other restaurant just on rice alone. You know. So
Right.
quality is really one of our key to separate ourselves, and the flavor too. Yeah.
Right, excellent. And it's true that that's very apparent in your food, very apparent as something that sets your place apart, as you mentioned. Because we all know that all shrimp simply cannot be equal. And even rice, it's so true. There are so many different levels of rice.
Yeah.
So hearing the very premium ingredients that you use from the rice to all the different proteins is going to make a tremendous difference.
Exactly. You might not be able to tell what's the ingredient we put in there, what's the quality, but definitely you can tell these taste different and better. Yeah, that's the key. Makes us different. You know, we trying to deliver the true culture and true culinary skills, and also the food, the true authentic food to this area.
Excellent, excellent. And one of the things I love doing when I come here is getting something from both sides of the menu. It's the perfect experience to have something from the Chinese side and from the Japanese side to get that real harmonization.
Exactly. That's another thing we are bringing here. It's like whatever occasion you have a business lunch, business dinner, you bring in, no problem. You get everything. You get anything you want. You have a family dinner. You have older people or younger kid. They can very simple have a very like a sweet and sour chicken, or you can get very sophisticated food like the sushi, the raw fish, or the Chinese side. You know, there's a lot of things like the Szechuan spicy shrimp we have here. We have Chengdu snapper. We have all those things are only from my hometown. Like one of the things I love myself are spicy boiled fish. That's one of the you don't see those things in every place. And you can also have your date here. You know, have some nice drink, quiet dinner. They all come together.
Yes, yes. On that note, your atmosphere here really lends itself to a variety of experiences, and we love the atmosphere. These hanging ceramic fish ornaments, such a nice touch around the light fixtures, and you can tell that the crowd is varied. We have people here tonight, all different ages. Some people are kind of hanging out after work doing the drink thing. Others are having a quiet evening. We saw a family. We heard a birthday party earlier. So you've done a very nice job of being able to attract such a variety of folks.
Exactly. All the people, like Asian people or from my hometown, the Chinese, Korean, Japanese, they come here. And also the local people all come here too, you know. And I think everybody can find something they really like, find their favorite. And also our menu is kind of large, which you can definitely find something you will love.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Well, we are going to explore even further. We have some more food that we're going to be ordering, some great Szechuan stuff, and we're going to check out the kitchen and watch it all coming together in its magical way. So we can hardly wait. But we thank you very much for what's been a beautiful evening, and we enjoy talking with you as well, sir. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are really happy you guys come here, and let's go to the kitchen. Let's see how Chinese chef, when they are cooking, see how's their techniques.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, great. Wok station.
Okay.
It's one piece customized stainless steel. It's about, right here is 16 feet, then the saute station all the way.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. The first dish you're gonna cook is the spicy chili fish. We all use individual spice, like you see on the seasoning cart there. Most of the place they use like very simple brown sauce, white sauce.
Right.
Whatever you need, they put it together.
You see them just kind of dump it on there.
Yeah, right here, everything we cook it individually, you will have a lot more intense flavor out of it. He put some spicy chili bean paste. That's from my hometown too. Cook a little with the vegetable.
Okay.
Ginger, garlic, cooking oil as the base of this dish. You see, after he flips, the flame are very high heat on this dish. After the vegetable cooked, we just put on the bottom of the dish as the base. Then he will cook some sliced and marinated white fish.
Oh, beautiful.
There's a spicy chili bean sauce in there.
Look at that.
He will put the ginger, garlic, and scallions minced. They all cook in together. Now a little stock. That's a pepper, salt, cooking wine, a little bit soy. Now the half-cooked fish, gonna put in this base and simmer it a little bit. Now that's the Szechuan peppercorn oil I just mentioned. Okay,
The signature thing.
the signature spice. And we make some Szechuan peppercorn oil. And when he finish, you will also put some Szechuan peppercorn powder on top of it. Now he's gonna use the starch to thick the sauce a little bit. This way, the fish will have all the flavor onto the fish itself. You can't just simply put everything in there. There's something you need to cook it first, then after. That's why the sauce in most of the place doesn't do the work for us. You know,
Right.
It doesn't give you the dip for the flavor.
Right, you're actually building the layers yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing
By
prepackaged.
cooking. No.
Right.
No, you all see.
You can see the difference.
Yeah, that makes us different. Then he put some raw minced ginger, garlic, scallion, and hot chili dry pepper on top with ground red chilies. Now he will also put that's the Szechuan peppercorn powder.
The crowning touch.
Exactly. Then we put a little cilantro on top of it. We're done with this dish.
It's absolutely fabulous.
Great. The next one he's gonna cook is the black pepper garlic beef. You'll see there's marinated beef in a big chunk pieces. And after those processing, when we fries the beef in there, all the juice were locked into the beef. You will, even outside is crispy and inside still juicy and tender.
But I love this, it's this wide mouth cooking surface with this volcanic type flame.
Exactly.
It's very dramatic to watch.
And you see on the surface of the cooking top, there's a water constantly running to lower the surface temperature. When they are cooking, it's not too hot, and also lower the equipment temperature there too. After he fried this beef, you'll see the coating is very crispy. But inside, when you taste it, it's very juicy and tender. That's the broccoli we put on around this dish. Use a little bit, use salt, pepper, and a little bit garlic. Cook around.
And very beautiful, pretty, ultra fresh garlic and broccoli.
Yeah. Now he put the butter in there. After the butter melts, you'll put the garlic, sugar, oyster sauce, black pepper, a little carrots. You'll just put the beef in there, cook the sauce in. And this dish is all about the balance and the temperature control. You'll have a little bit char flavor on this dish, and a lot of pepper flavor. This dish is sweet and spicy, and also tender, juicy.
It looks fantastic.
It's a great dish. It's just simple, great dish.
Wonderful.
You'll make you a couple shrimp so you can...
Oh, wonderful. Little shrimp tempura. Perfect.
Yeah. First, you will use the tempura batter, which is a tempura powder mixed with some water, oil, and egg whites. Then you put the shrimp in the tempura powder and the batter, thicker one, into those crunchies. And make all the crunchies around the shrimp. And now the shrimp is big, crispy, and tasty. It looks easy. Actually, it takes a lot to make it right. Done.
And here is the spicy chili fish. You see succulent pieces of whitefish along with garlic, onions, pea pods, mushrooms, and tofu. And then, of course, it's built with layer upon layer of these exquisite Szechuan spices. Clearly, there are no sauce bags or seasoning packets involved at all. And this crowning touch of cilantro simply propels this dish to the next stratosphere. This is the black pepper garlic beef. These chunks of beef tenderloin are brought to the most amazing form with a crunchiness and tenderness all at once. And then there's a very neat interplay of sweetness to contrast to the black pepper garlic flavors. This crown of broccoli along the edge, possibly the greenest broccoli ever, and it's simply prepared with garlic that is just bursting. Shrimp tempura. Yes, a Japanese classic to be sure, but this is not your typical presentation. Just looking at the shape of the shrimp, this nice long straight form gives you a more succulent, generous bite. And then just by looking at the shape of the tempura flakes themselves, you can see that this is going to be different. And it is. It gives you a texture with such a pop that's absolutely wonderful. And this is full of flavor with the shrimp, a perfect tempura treat, not your typical by any means. Lovely Japanese dessert. This is mochi. Quite simply, a tiny dome of ice cream surrounded by a little hut of a sweet rice cake. There is nothing like it. You have this lovely interplay of the chewy, sweet rice with the cold, creamy ice cream. Mochi comes in different flavors. We have opted for green tea, which really is the only fitting way to end a true Japanese meal. If you've never had green tea ice cream before, you must try it. You know, when you're a kid, you think, ew, tea ice cream, it seems so odd, but it really is a very organic experience. You really taste the green tea leaf flavor within the creamy ice cream, and it's not overly sweet. Okay, more fun folks here at TL's Four Seasons. We have another regular loyal patron. This would be Dana. How are you this evening?
Very good, thank you.
Good. I see you've cozied yourself up to the bar. A good place to be.
Absolutely. Been coming to this bar for about 9 years now.
Very nice. So what is it that keeps you coming back?
Probably the good food, the good service, and the stiff drinks.
It's a tough combination to beat, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. And I understand you know the Jeff bartender guy for quite a while, huh?
That's kind of the Bartlett thing. Once you live in this town, you know everybody, and that's why you keep coming back.
Very nice. And you mentioned the great food they have here at TL's as well. Really like a cut above. This is certainly not like your standard Chinese restaurant by any means.
No, absolutely not. They have a lot of unique dishes that are very unique to certain regions. Other dishes that you don't find at other restaurants. Even in Chicago, when you go to Chinatown, I would say it's kind of more along the lines of Chinatown. So you find those more rare dishes with more rare ingredients, high-end spices and everything. So you're not going to find this at your greasy Chinese restaurant type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And how nice to have this right here in your hometown. What a gift.
It's definitely very nice. Right off the train station, very centrally located, so easy to get to.
Very good. Well, I say cheers to that. Certainly worth drinking to.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right, thank you, Dana. Enjoy the rest of your cocktail and your evening.
Thank you very much.
A great restaurant with a fantastic atmosphere has to have a rockin' bar as well, and they have that here at TL's Four Seasons. And tonight we are being served by the gracious Jeff as our bartender. How are you tonight, Jeff?
Very good, very good. Enjoying the evening. Pretty
Well,
busy tonight, wasn't it?
Yes, and I think it's really remarkable for Wednesday night. This place has been really hopping.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Got our carryouts going and everything, slinging drinks up at the bar. You've heard earlier about the Mai Tais. That is no joke.
Yes.
So, yeah,
What is it, in your opinion, that makes the Mai Tai special here?
the amount of alcohol I put into it.
That's it.
Yes. We've got compliments from all over Illinois coming here for just the Mai Tai sometimes. So.
Wow.
And of course, the great food. Sean does an awesome job here. So,
Excellent. How long have you kept the bar here?
I've been here, I want to say about 7 years, roughly. It's been a while, yeah.
Very nice. Okay. So the Mai Tai, anything else of note? How about some of the other signature cocktails that you folks
We
do?
also feature a lychee martini, which is very exotic.
noticed that.
Yes, it's got a Belvedere, a straight up Belvedere with a little bit of lychee syrup and lychee liqueur, garnished with a lychee fruit. So very good.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Very good.
That sounds nice. Yeah, looking at the drink list as well, just seeing the nice selection of things you have behind the bar, it's the same good problem that we have with the menu. You have to come here multiple times to explore everything food-wise that you want, and I think booze-wise, it's going to be the same issue.
Definitely, without a doubt. We do have a full bar here. Good selection of beers and wine.
All right, very good. Looks like you have a nice little bar crowd right here hanging out. They look very comfy, cozy.
Yes, indeed. We have people here all the way till 10 o'clock, till close some nights. So
That's great.
That's great.
All right. Well, Jeff, we appreciate your taking time out of your busy evening to chat with us. And yeah, we'll be tasting some of your handiwork here, I think, very, very shortly.
sure, yeah, I'm down to make you whatever.
It sounds good. Thank you very much, sir. Always a bittersweet feeling when you come to the end of a culinary journey. Our evening here at TL's Four Seasons has come to a close, but really our journey has only just begun, because as you can see, there is so much to explore that multiple visits are warranted. You can see what a gem of a place this is, not just the fine selection of food they have, both on the Chinese and Japanese side, but the love with which this food is prepared. These are people who are personally connected to building the flavor profiles that are authentic to the regions that they came from, the regions they love. So for that alone, something is so unique. It separates this place from all other such Asian type places that perhaps we kind of take for granted and think are a little more mainstream. Nothing mainstream about TL's Four Seasons. So we urge you one and all to explore this and experience this sensation, this Asian treat for yourselves, along with the compliments of an excellent bar and beverage selection. Certainly worth the trip up the avenue, folks, to downtown Bartlett for TL's Four Seasons.